Hey guys, TCGLover here. Today is a card discussion on Temtempo the Percussion Djinn. Now, I'm going to complement this little rant or whatever with some pictures and stuff, so hope you like it. So yeah, Temtempo the Percussion Djinn. It came from the starter deck and it has 1700 base attack and 1000 defense. It requires 2 level 3s, which is perfect if you use Tour Guide. It's an Earth, which does not really mean much, so don't worry about that until there's some Earth support, which is absolutely good. Once a turn, during either player's turn, you can attach an Xyz material from this card, and obviously it has 2 materials, to target one Xyz monster your opponent controls, and you can attach that Xyz material from that monster, and all Djinn Xyz monsters you control gain 500 attack. Now keep in mind that 500 attack boost is permanent until it gets booked or until it gets removed from the field. So when you use this effect once, it goes up to 2200, and if you use this effect a second time, it goes up to 2700 attack, which is very good because that effect doesn't go away, so it stays 2700 attack, and that can be really annoying for your opponent, and it only costs you 1 card, provided you use Tour Guide. Now, what can it be used against? Now, since the effect is mainly against Xyz, I'm only going to discuss what Xyz monster is good against. So, Utopia, you can you summon Temtempo and attach one of its materials. Then Utopia will attack next turn, and you can use the effect again. Of course, that's provided they're stupid enough to do that. If they do not use the negate attack effect of Utopia, Temtempo will be 2700 attack and will run over it. They will be forced to summon Utopia Ray with only 1 Xyz material, which is essentially a vanilla and shouldn't be too hard to run over it with something else. Levier, of course, you usually summon Levier and detach material on your turn to summon something. However, you can detach the other materials, so it does slow down the card a little bit. And it brings it up to 2200, so you can just attack over their monster. Zen Mains is a really good card to beat Zen Mains. They summon Zen Mains, and then when you summon your Temtempo on your turn, you detach their material, and then on their turn you detach the other material. If they try and Dark Hole on their turn before you use Temtempo's effect a second time, so by this point Zen Mains will have 1 Xyz material and you will have 1 Xyz material on Temtempo, you can chain Temtempo's effect because it's a quick effect and detach Zen Mains' final material, which will die by Dark Hole too, so you don't go neg yourself. Finally, you can use it against Maestro the Symphony Djinn, which is another Djinn in the starter deck, the rank 4. So of course you can attach its materials just as easy as other ones. If you have a good feeling that they will use the monster's final Xyz material to book your monster down, then try to take the material before they activate their effect, so you basically ninja it. So on their draw phase, on their standby phase, before they get the chance to use their effect, because their detach is a cost, so just try and ninja and detach their final material before they do. Now, of course, it's not good against every Xyz material. What it is bad against is Leviathan Dragon, because on their turn they will always, when they summon it, they will always call priority, and they will always detach the first material and put it up to 2500 attack. So at this point, Temtempo can only really take 1 Xyz material from it on your turn. So it doesn't really help, since they will always detach material on their turn. So this card can't get the attack power needed to get over it. It's not very good against Lagia either, because they will just negate the summon generally. And if you do summon it while they have no materials, then this card is useless. And of course Dolka is even worse, because they can just detach one of their materials and you'll die, so that's pretty bad. So don't do that. A downside is that while 2700 attack is fantastic, it can only reach its potential while your opponent controls Xyz monsters. If they don't, then it can and will be destroyed by anything with a decent body on it. In those scenarios, it would be better to go into Zen Mains or Leviathan Dragon instead, or even one of those other Djinns, but that's not recommended since the other 2 rank 3 Djinns suck. They really, really do. Anyway, that's all I can talk about for this card. I'd give it a 3 out of 5 right now due to its inherent situational effect, but when it goes off it can really annoy your opponent, and we always welcome another rank 3 Xyz to spam with Tour Guide. So yeah, that's it for me. TCGLover out.